Being compliant is just straightforward. Being maliciously compliant? Well, that's another story. Welcome to this episode of Malicious Compliance. Our first one is from MDLA-PLA. Around 2000-2001, in Argentina, I did a network admin course. The guy that taught the course was also an admin in a university. Let's call him IT Prof. And he told us this story. The department of the university IT Prof worked for dealt mostly with philosophy and philosophy-related careers, and it was around 95% female students, mostly high school graduates, but also a lot of people that, once retired, started the career as a hobby. In Argentina, university can be free of charge. In Argentina, IDs are numbered and sequential. So, for instance, if an ID starts with 28 million, you can estimate what year a person was born in. There's only one caveat. Foreign-born people that have gained citizenship get a number that starts with something like 80 million. The dean, let's call him Creepy Dean, at that department was a 50 to 55 something old dude with, you guessed it, a pretty creepy behavior. IT Prof could access browsing history of every single person in the department, and let's just say, his wasn't pretty nor university related. Creepy Dean taught a couple of mid-career courses. He was one of several professors that taught these courses. Every year, each university assigns the students to the courses they ask for and divides them between all available professors. Sometimes this is done by hand, sometimes it's randomized somehow, and this is handled by each department. In this case, it was done by a computer program that randomized everything, so each course had a wide array of different students. This program was something that IT Prof created, because prior to that, this was done manually. One day, Creepy Dean calls IT Prof and tells him,
I want in my courses just female students with IDs starting at 35 million or more. Get it done.
And remarked to IT Prof that his job was on the line if he didn't comply. Since 95% of the faculty was female, this is a creepy request, but Creepy Dean knew that it wouldn't be as notorious. He could always blame it on chance, and at the time, this behavior was not something that could have gotten Creepy Dean fired, but the university board members wouldn't be too happy about this behavior either. IT Prof understood that 35 million or more on the ID was for people that were roughly 21 to 21 years old or younger. Creepy Dean wanted some eye candy and who knows what else. But Creepy Dean just said, female, 35 million or more. So IT Prof complied. He assigned all foreign female students with IDs starting 80 million and all older than 65 to Creepy Dean's courses. Creepy Dean was furious the first day of classes. He wanted IT Prof fired. IT Prof told him, I've complied with your request, even though it was weird and something that I'm sure the board members wouldn't be too happy to find out about. IT Prof told us Creepy Dean got dishonorably discharged as dean a couple months after this story. There were some speculations, but he never found out exactly why. I wonder why Creepy Dean was dishonorably discharged. Most likely because he pushed it a step further than actually educating his students. And good riddance, schools don't need people like that anyway. And our final one is by Two Balls in the Hole. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I ran the mail department in a good-sized commercial printing company. Most of my day was filled with taking customer mailing lists and processing them so they got discounts at the post office. But occasionally I produced consecutively numbered items. Read raffle tickets. Now, raffle tickets are small, maybe 1 by 4 inches. Too small to run the machine by themselves. We decided to run them 4 across and 2 high, so 8 raffle tickets per sheet. I created a spreadsheet in Excel that had 8 columns, 1 for each raffle ticket position. The raffle tickets in this particular case were printed on a special type of paper that has a holographic background. Very expensive. The process of setting up the inkjet machine to print the 8 numbers in 2 spots on each raffle ticket is to find the appropriate XY position for the first ticket number to be placed on the customer portion. Then copy that number to replace on the part of the ticket that is ripped off and given to the administrators of the raffle. Now I have coordinates that I can extrapolate to the remaining 7 positions. Having copied and pasted the original 2 text boxes using extrapolated XY coordinates, they were all showing the exact same raffle number, the first row, column in my spreadsheet. While I was going through the process of changing position 2 to reflect the data in the second column, position 3 to reflect the data in the third column, etc., my always in a hurry manager showed up and, right in front of my entire department, yelled,
"Why is this machine not running yet?"
I was currently halfway through updating the 5th out of 8 tickets. I told him that it wasn't set up yet. I still had some work to do to get it ready. He looked at the screen and could see that there was data for all 8 tickets. All 16 positions had a text box associated. Never mind if the text box contained the correct data or not. They all had data associated. Happy to tell you, I pushed back hard. I didn't give him specifics, just that the setup was not complete and cannot be run as is. He asked, I shit you not,
"What's it going to take to get this machine running right now?"
"Easy, I'll simply comply." I handed him the last piece that came out of the machine. Mind you, position 6, 7, and 8 all contained data for position 1, and position 5 was only halfway right, and said, "If you want to put your signature on this piece, we can run it right now, but I'm not signing off on it until I verify the accuracy of all 16 positions." The next day was hell. More special paper had to be purchased, delivered FedEx overnight, 1st AM delivery. Rush job to print and cut and deliver to my department. Rush to imprint, correctly, positions 5 through 8, cut to final size, box and deliver to the customer. Job was late. We lost any profit we were looking forward to through overnight delivery, reprint, etc, etc, etc. I just smiled and did my job. Never said a word, but the look on his face when he told me I had to redo half the job was priceless. You gotta like how the manager doesn't even know how to check for accuracy what they're demanding end up being printed, or anything for that matter. Beautiful on the OP to simply comply though. Probably made that manager look like a fool. Alright, that's enough maliciousness for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Malicious Compliance. If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload, and drop a comment down below. It really helps with the algorithm and helps new people find my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons and super thanks contributors. Have a great day and stay safe out there.